You were ready. But you cannot cater for cater ju ọmọ méjì lọ or ọmọ mẹ́ta lọ. Normal opa football team jo. Well, every parent would want to see your grandchildren. Every parent wants to see your grandchildren.
Among the two of them.
It's the mom, really.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the mom.
It's the mom.
And
seeing that the child is not prepared for marriage.
No.
Encourage them.
No.
Look, I'm getting old, though. I'm getting old. I want to see my grandchildren. Go and bring a wife. The man brings a wife.
No, but wait.
Not prepared.
But wait, no. See. The level of readiness of every of a boy child depends largely on the parents. You know why I'm saying that, Nimpe? If you refuse to train your boy child to a certain level, okay, like you've been training him, bringing him up, you must already have plans. Okay, in the next clinical years, my son should be here. The next years, he should be here. Though nature has its own way of taking over too, but at least like how do I put it? When the proximity, okay, averagely, by the time he's also years old, you should be this, like and you work towards it, make him to work towards it. So by the time you feel he should be ready, he should be ready.
If you have a male child, and the male child is going toxic, the wife, would you say that male child is not ready for marriage after all that you might have done?
In as much as they say that,
are the women ready for marriage?
You see, it's the experiences they see from their parents that are making them run away from marriages. Because a lot of marriages, the way their mothers are being treated, a whole lot of women resort to like doing thing and all that. A lot of these children wouldn't want to end up that way. So most of them are like, oh, either I remain single or
there are more single mothers than bachelors.
Yeah, because they don't want to die in the marriage because about to marriage, really, on my blame money. And most of these guys were probably not ready. But okay, you were ready. But you cannot cater for cater ju ọmọ méjì lọ or ọmọ mẹ́ta lọ. Normal opa football team jo. I mean, why would you not resort to beer parlor? You resort to beer parlor now.
Okay, only
because ìyàwó ń sìn báyìí.
If you were to give an advice, if you were to give an advice in what is happening in society now, too many single guys, too many men who are afraid of marriages, too many assertions of corporate ladies, too many people who are trying to say that they want to be at par with their spouses or partners. Whatever a man can do, a woman can do better. What would they have as advice?
Well, in all honesty, the man is the head of. The man is the head of. I'm being honest here. In all honesty, the man is the head of the family, whether we like it or not as women. And that assertion of you trying to level up with your husband is a no. The husband is the head, no doubt. You see, and I believe that all you need in your marriage is just understanding. When you understand yourselves, there will always be problems, but it will be minimal. Like it's something I can still within control at both ends. So, and this of recent of these young ladies trying to be single,
the Gen Zs.
Well, resorting to being single is not the solution, except if it is toxic. And how do I mean toxic? Like I said earlier, I said it's not until you hit a woman that the marriage becomes toxic. Okay. There are some marriages that are emotionally, it's just a no. And when it gets to that level, it depends on the level of tolerance of everyone.
How has the economy contributed to all this problem?
Of course, it's
a guy who
higher percentage.
No, a guy who was working very well, that had money, that has everything. Yeah, you say love. No. Love is for better, for us, Abi.
For richer, for poorer. For richer, for poorer. Yes.
Oh, for richer, for poorer. Now I'm there. Okay. Now, immediately the guy maybe is not getting enough anymore from his office, or all these days that people just saying out of their job. So love dies, immediately money goes.
It depends on the root of your relationship.
Roots,
Yeah, it depends on the foundation of your relationship.
But you said if he can no longer take care of you, if he cannot longer take care of you, why is it there as a husband?
No. See, let me be like you talk about economy now, or what do you call it now? As a man, you must have multiple streams of income.
Really?
When you become a family man,
Stealing should be part of it.
It's not stealing.
Which is
even if the car you have is for you to be doing Uber.
What will you be doing? Wait. What will you be doing if the guy is doing Uber?
I'm working. I do my homework too now.
Why did you do Uber? No. Why didn't you do Uber for the guy to stay
suggesting. When there are other, like a man must have multiple streams of income when you start raising a family. You can do Uber. You can have a barber shop. Uber is good now. What's that one?
Uber is not bad.
It's your car. You own a car. It's your business.
Okay.
And you can decide to
now the guy does Uber.
No.
Okay, now the man does Uber. No, if the guy does Uber and he comes in about 3 a.m., he starts another problem again. Why did you come late?
And that's why I said understanding matters. If you understand your spouse, but when he has a very good job, he was. Honestly, me share.
No, what I'm trying to say here is this.
Me share. Dear ọmọkùnrin oto. That Yoruba adage knows what it says. Dear ọmọkùnrin oto.
Okay.
Before you venture into marriage, make sure that. And that's why you are seeing those guys saying they are not ready. Maybe first one, wait till you are ready. I have to be honest with them because it's not by mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It's not by marriage. Is not by mouth.
Okay.
It's a whole lot of ball game mentality. It's a different ball game mentality when you are in.
Okay.
And because you wouldn't want them to be counting it for you, you just have to take your time. Nobody should rush anybody.
Correct.
Yes, nobody should rush anybody. When I feel I'm not ready, I'm not ready.
What advice do you have for the women of this generation not to kill their husbands?
No, but where have you heard when a woman kills her husband?
Not until they have brought knife. Not until you have brought knife. Just like you have said very correctly now, like there are so many mental things that goes on in a man's mind. Okay, if he's not built his own house and the landlord is giving me a problem, I've seen several banks at dinners, end of year dinner, they share out what's it called, retirement letters, disengagement letters. Before internet came and then began to send mail. A man wakes up from his bed, he checks his mail, he's been disengaged from work. You know, before they used to call people to say, we don't need your service anymore. It's just a mail. And the guy stays where he is. He doesn't have a house. He's been disengaged from his job. He has children that must go to school. He has a car that must be fueled. In that instance, what does the man do?
Well,
what's the role of the woman in that kind
of? That's what I'm saying. The woman, well, as a mother, I wouldn't want a liability for my son. And how do I mean? For my daughters, I've always told them, no matter how age you are before you leave school and all that, you have to be independent. How do I mean? You must have a source of income so that by the time you get married, you can always assist your husband. By the time he was like,
how many women still do suru?
We need see.
Why is it all Olorun Shogo?
Olorun Shogo bawo. See, let me be honest with you. I think that thing has more to do with upbringing. It's the kind of way you're.
But there's no woman now that is patient anymore.
I am patient.
Okay, that makes 1%.
And I know my girls are also.
That's 3% out of 100.
And you don't know your wife is.
That's 4%.
Your mom was.
Let me tell you this simple.
His mom still.
No. Let me tell you this simple story. We all men made these mistakes, and I did too. I always believed every story that is told to me by my mom. Anything he says about my father, I say, yeah, it's true. When I go visit her while she was still alive, I will give them money generally and give her money personally. And I say, yes, you are the one taking care of the home, so I need to give you extra money. But it's a big mistake. because there's a big gap there. I discovered as the years grew by that I should have made the man stronger by giving him the money to give back to my mother. I incapacitated my father by now giving the rulership, the money, part of it, to the women. We have had severally that women immediately they are given positions of power. Ti agbára bá ti dé fún yín. Ọlọ́run ò lè gbàgbára fún. Kì í ṣe agbára. What we're saying is that if you find anywhere where a woman is in position, access to that place is watertight.
How?
They are just consumed that way. That's how they are made. But no. Let me just tell you something.
I disagree. I beg to disagree.
Most of the time,
what you should say is we are diligent.
Excuse me. What's the opposite of diligent? You don't know the opposite of diligent. All the people, all the men that are running, look, check out all the people who are dying as men these days. It's either heart attack. They are not dying of slight illness, malaria.
See, you just talking about stroke. See, wait, ikú kọ́ ló máa pààyàn.
Ó ṣe jẹ́ pé heart attack lẹ mú. Ẹ ṣe choose heart attack. Look, what we're trying to say here is that.
I don't choose heart attack.
Ẹ̀yin lẹ choose ẹ fún wọn. Look, let me tell you. Let me tell you. You now find before we used to have high blood pressures from about 865 and above. Now 30-year-olds are on hypertensive drugs.
Because wọ́n lé nǹkan tí ó ju agbára wọn lọ ni.
Because wọ́n ti fi wọ́n sí pressure.
Ta ló fi wọ́n sí pressure?
Pressure ti wà láti lé pé tó bá wá owó yìí wá kó tó dalẹ̀.
What kind of parents are those? What kind of parents are those ones? What kind of parents are those?
Not the parents, it's the wives. Tó bá wá ru owó yìí wá.
I have to be honest with you, no girl can put my son under pressure.
Tó bá dìgbà náà lọ lù wọ́n.
Ọlọ́run jẹ́ àmọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ dáadáa.
But let me tell you now. Most women are now praying now that they don't want to have in-laws. So you won't be there.
Èmi táwa tí mo rí in-laws tèmi. No daughter-in-law.
Every woman now.
Which woman?
Most women are praying that they don't want to have in-laws. When they start their marital vows, the first thing they ask is that.
Ṣe báwọn náà
máa bímọ. They have a father.
Àwọn náà máa bímọ.
They have a father. They have a mother.
It's going to be a generational thing.
When they say you have a father,
that's how they are.
When they say if you have a father, they say that's okay. They have a mother. No, I can't marry somebody that has a mother because you come back again.
And àwọn náà dem máa bímọ ọkùnrin. See, kò sí wàhálà. Ṣé báwọn náà máa bímọ ọkùnrin? Tọmọkùnrin náà dem máa níyàwó tó máa ní kó òun náà fẹ́ báyọ̀ ọkọ. Kò sí wàhálà.
Look, just give advice because you people are too wicked these days.
We are not wicked.
No, just advise them. Just advise them.
We really have to be, patient as women with our men, especially the responsible ones. But if there's someone that has been doing over time, if Amazon has his own doing and I trust him, and all of a sudden the old story changed. As a woman, you should consider those good old days that you had anyway.
You can't mama love school, man. Go back consider.
No, the worst case scenario, you withdraw your children from that kind of school and put them in a school. Obìnrin wo gan ló fẹ́ in the first place. I think we just have to be honest with ourselves. What kind of woman did you marry as a man? Like, what kind of kini root relationship, like what is the root of the relationship?